Hello, my name is Bryce Tubbs. With me today is Dianne McKim. She is a woman's leadership and personal management coach. She has a great story and is helping her clients to discover and stand strong, in their strengths and leadership abilities, and navigate through very hard life situations and grow spiritually. You know, I cannot wait to share this story with you. Thank you so much, Dianne.
Thanks, Bryce. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Excellent. You know, everybody has a story. What was life like before you got into coaching, and what was the catalyst that brought you into the field?
I'm so excited to be a coach, and it was a long journey to get here. But I spent 35 plus years in corporate America, working in business. I had a great career. I loved my business career. I was very successful. I did exceptional work there. I had a lot of different roles along the way. I worked in finance area for a while. I worked in the marketing area for a while. I was an account manager. I was like an owner's right-hand person. I did security stuff. So I had a lot of different roles and I loved it. And so that was just one portion of my life. I bring all of that knowledge into the coaching room. On a personal note, I was married and had a really challenging relationship in that marriage and went through a very hard divorce. I was a single mom for 14 plus years. I worked full time the whole time, raised kids, took care of the house, juggled life, had to figure out how to do that work life integration and balance. And so that was kind of my life. And during that time, when I was going through my divorce, I had a change in my spiritual side. I developed a relationship with Jesus Christ. It made all the difference in my life, in my healing, in my hope, in my direction, in every way in my life. It has made such a difference. And so that's kind of what I did before I became a coach.
Yeah. You know, just talking about like who you work with, who do you specifically work with, and what problems are they generally going through?
So I work with women, and I came to be a coach. So after I was in business, the last job that I had, I was put from a W-2 to a 1099 just due to some financial circumstances at that company, and was kind of getting this stirring in my heart to help women and help them if they were wounded or if they needed some confidence or something. And during that time, I met with my pastor, had some conversation with him. And in that conversation, it came out that I had co-led a divorce recovery ministry many years before.
Mm.
So he asked me if I would run one at our church. And so in thinking about it, praying about it, I came back and said yes. And I knew that this would be one way that I could do some good work and some helping women with their wounds and their hurts from their divorce. And so in getting that program up and running, I came across coaching. As soon as I saw it, I knew it was for me. I knew it was my calling. I knew it was my destiny. And coaching women, helping them, really kind of a three-prong approach. So on the professional side, if they're struggling with their confidence or their self-esteem, because I struggled a lot with mine in the years past. If they are struggling to get their goals achieved and they don't know how to do it, or they just want to move forward in their career and they need some help. On a personal level, it could be someone going through a divorce. It could be a single mom who just needs some help figuring out how to navigate life or juggle that work-life balance. Or maybe they're just stuck in some way and they just need a little help with someone to walk alongside and help them move forward.
Okay.
And in a spiritual level, it could be a Christian woman who wants to grow in her faith, or maybe something happened at church and she needs a little help walking through that. So those are kind of the three prongs of the areas that I touch on.
Right. Right now with kind of the times we're in, we're just coming out of the pandemic, and some people are uncertain about their jobs and stuff. Things kind of happen. Can you talk about how to bounce back? What are the first steps?
Yeah, so it's hard. It really is hard. And I have gone through that myself. I've been let go from jobs in my past, and you take a real hit emotionally, and it can make you feel less than or that you're not good enough. But that's not true. Every person has incredible gifts and strengths and talents and abilities. And my goal as a coach is to really, my passion, my goal, not only my goal, but my passion is to help every woman that I coach to understand that they have true value. that they have amazing abilities and that their identity is secure and that they can really step into that. And, there's a process of just kind of depending on the person and where they're at to walk through it, what's going on in their life, giving them some good questions to consider and ponder. Maybe they'll have some homework to work on in between sessions that will help them move forward. And they'll just go through a transformation to understand themselves and to really step into who they're meant to be.
So you just mentioned like strengths and transformations. Can you talk about how people who are watching can maybe, take an inventory of what their actual strengths are, how they can start to become aware of what they're actually strong in?
Yeah, so a couple of just easy things that they can do on their own even is just think of the things that come so natural to you that maybe somebody else says, wow, I can't believe you can do that, because our strengths sometimes are the things we don't even know we have them because they come so natural to us. So that really would be the main thing I would say. And talk to some people who are close to you and find out what they see in you. I'm running, I don't know if I can answer this now, but I know you're going to maybe ask about some programs and different things, but I have created and am running a women's leadership program. Part of that program is for doing just that, is to help them identify their strengths, their leadership skills, their values, and pull this whole profile together of these women who go through the program. And I'm working with one right now going through this program. I got to tell you, Bryce, it's so beautiful to watch this transformation right before my eyes of seeing her kind of own herself, and her whole being is just changing. She started negative and not feeling so good about herself. And now she's learning more and more about who she really is. It's beautiful. And they can take this information and they can figure out a new career path, or how to move forward in their current career path, or what volunteer opportunities are they right for, and use it in their home life. It's a beautiful, beautiful watching this woman go through this program.
Thanks. Where can people go to learn more about the program that you have?
Well, they can, it isn't on exactly on my website yet, but they can certainly go to my website just to learn more about me at preciousstoneslifecoach.com, or they can send me an email and ask questions about it. And that would be Dianne, Dianne, at preciousstoneslifecoach.com.
All right, cool. Just talking about like seeing people change.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's very rewarding, and I'm really glad that you're there to help people out. Can you talk about like what does the vision look like for you, like as far into the future as you like to think about?
So, my vision in life for me is to really help women to grow, to really embrace their true value, abilities, and identity. Where is that going to take me in life? You know what, Bryce? I want to help as many women as possible. I want to see women thrive and grow and flourish in their life. And so I just envision down the road that more and more women will be able to find that help and that hope through the coaching process.
Mm. No. And what does the word success mean to you?
Success is an interesting word. So it means so many different things to so many different people. To me, when I glorify God by really living out my calling and my plan for life, that tells me I am successful. And that's what I'm doing. I'm living that out right now every day. I feel like I am a successful woman. I feel so pleased. I have peace in my heart. I have joy in my life. I'm living out this great successful life right now, and it's thrilling.
Nice. You mentioned about the program that you have going on. Would you like to tell us a little bit more about that? Specifically how people watching, if they're interested, they can, what to expect?
Yeah, so it's a process. So first we'll start understanding where they're at currently, what's going on in their life. And then depending on where that is will depend on what portion of that program fits them perfectly. The one that I referenced before, we wanted to talk about her values first. What are her core values? We wanted to figure out her strengths, and we went through an assessment to do that. She's a Christian woman, so we did some spiritual assessments. And we're going through looking at her patterns in life, how she approaches situations to have the greatest success. And then we're going to put together a whole profile. And so that's really kind of how that program's going to flow. I have another program I'd like to share with you, if that's okay.
Cool. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so this one is actually a shorter realm, if you will. So I'm going to start a online group on July 13th. It's a Monday night at 7 o'clock. It'll run 3 consecutive Mondays, and it's called De-Stress in a Stressed Out World. It's for women who are dealing with a lot of stress. And as we all know, in these last several months, there has been a ton of stress. And that's just escalating. Statistics are proving that out, that we are more and more stressed in this world. And so this program is set up to help women understand about stress, to know what the effect is, the short-term and long-term effect on our bodies. And then it's going to provide them with a lot of tips and suggestions and ways that they can help alleviate the stress in their life and live a more stress-free life for themselves.
Nice. I think you touched on it earlier, but where can people go to either learn more about you? Where can they go to connect with you personally?
Yep, so they can send me an email, Dianne, Dianne, at PreciousStonesLifeCoach.com, or they can go to my website at PreciousStonesLifeCoach.com, and they can scroll around in there. They can find out more about my past. They can learn about other programs that I run. They can see about online groups that I've run in the past. They can send me a connection request and get added to my email distribution list. So when I send updates and newsletters and whatnot, that I have a blog on the website so they can read the articles on the blog. And then from there, they can connect to my LinkedIn or my Facebook page.
Nice. You know, I really appreciate your time today, and thanks so much for coming on and sharing with us.
Thanks so much, Bryce. It's been a thrill to be with you. And I just pray for every woman that's watching this, that they step into their greatest calling, their greatest destiny.
Excellent. I'm sure they will. You know, and for those watching, we thoroughly hope that you enjoyed this interview and you found some value out of it. Now, if you've been searching for a place where people are improving themselves and helping others do the same, I recommend you go and check out our free community. I'm going to put some links either above or below the video, depending on where you're seeing it. It's basically a mastermind where people come together and support each other every single day. So if that is what you have been searching for, I recommend you go and check us out and learn more by clicking links either above or below. I cannot wait to see you inside of that community. Have a great day. Now, hopefully you enjoyed watching this as much as we enjoyed creating it. Feel free to hit that share button so other people can get some great value as well. Have a great day, and we will see you in the next one. We're going to be done recording in about 3 and 2 and 1.